Yo, Slim, take a look at that.
Man, what is that?
That's a predatory profiteer, my brother. In the flesh. A vulture shark that can poison our people and destroy our worlds. Fake civil leaders, vultures, and bottom feeders, false seers, and light breaking white beaters all trying to cash in on you.
Media hyper, porno stripes, and steal your rights and fill your night with cycling lights. Untrue. You see, I know the man, I heard his plan. He speaks the truth with words greater and straighter than anyone can. So tell me, flyboy, can you?
Wait, stop. I got something to say. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are on the face of the planet, I am your host, Double A. Well now, here's some alternative news for you. Several weeks ago, I received some very interesting information on Mr. Alex Jones of InfoWars, where a few very curious things were brought to my attention. The first of which is how Mr. Jones demands checks and balances, demands transparency, but somehow has continuously and profusely failed time and time again to provide the same to his viewers and subscribers. You see, several months back, Mr. Jones's tone seemed to change and his gears seemed to shift from the guy who went tirelessly out of his way to make sure we, the people, are informed, to the product pitchman extraordinaire. And so, a few of my questions for Mr. Jones were, who are the hands behind the products he peddles? And what are their affiliations? What are the names of the people and companies and businesses who are producing and manufacturing those products? And what are their affiliations and ties to the big corporate NWO industry, including but not limited to who creates the materials needed to create those products and their affiliations? I mean, after all, he is Mr. Info, wouldn't you agree? And anyone who claims to be as informed as Mr. Jones should know these facts before they start peddling products to the people, right? Right. Oh yeah, and then there was the question of when the people order his products and special code promos, who exactly gathers and compiles your names, addresses, and telephone numbers into whose database? And so, here we are, weeks later, and still no response from Mr. Jones, Mr. First Amendment, freedom of speech, double standard, who blocks me from commenting on his channel. And so I'm really not all that surprised that Mr. Jones has blocked me or failed to respond, because after all, that's just what a navigator slash diffuser for the NWO predators do. And if that confuses all of you, then maybe you need to ask yourselves how Mr. Jones somehow has remained exempt from the long arm of the NWO Nazis and somehow is able to get so close to them over and over again, like he's some kind of savior Superman, impervious to what would render anybody else disappeared off the face of the planet. So, what is a navigator diffuser, you ask? Well, it's a person hired by a group of individuals to act as the squeakiest wheel per se in order to defuse the situation and prevent the people from storming the castles of the predators. It's a person who navigates as an outlet for the people's frustrations and aggressions towards the people they're hired to navigate for. So, are you awake yet? Are you not entertained? And don't you all just feel informed? Of course you do, because that's the profession of a true snake oil salesman, trained to negate your attentions and money into the very pockets of the people you love to hate. So now I guess you know how he gets all his coveted information, and how a pauper like me can do the same thing he does, all by my little lonesome self. Except the fact is, real patriots don't need fancy. Why? Well, 'cause, son, a country boy can survive. Well, that's all I gotta say. Thank you all for listening. This is Double A, and I'm out. I got something to say. I forgot.
Not holy bologna, cheese balls, and macaroni. This dude for real, he ain't no phony. Step up to the plate and ride the pony. Just sit down and listen what this dude told me, and show me if you a real mystic. Then listen what I tell you. Hear the great wisdom of this Apollonia father, not some blabbing failure. Yeah, this old dude who picked me up but didn't pass the plate, led me away from the thugs and drugs, and ran my life with debate and hate. He opened the book and I seen the light. Just wake up and open your eyes for real, or just say goodnight.